For the last 230 years, Fincantieri Marine Group has earned a reputation as one of the world's leading shipbuilding companies. They employ more than 19,000 employees across 20 shipyards throughout Europe, Asia, and the Americas. Fincantieri is the only shipbuilder to manufacture a wide variety of ships, including naval vessels, offshore units, complex ferries, and expansive yachts. In addition to shipbuilding, Fincantieri also provides clients with after-sales services, such as repairs and conversions. While their external accomplishments are impressive, Fincantieri's internal investments and expertise, capacity, and innovation has placed them on the cutting edge of the shipbuilding industry and allowed them to become a global presence in maritime manufacturing.
Marinette Marine has been in the community for 75 years. We have employees that can trace their lineage back the entire history of our company, and I think that Fincantieri really recognized that.
I mean, I've been with the company for 21 years, so starting at the lowest levels of production and on through planning, production scheduling, production management, and then now to be a production manager with Fincantieri Ace Marine's really a dream come true for me.
In making decisions at every level of our company, we focus on certain core values: respect of laws and regulations, the well-being and safety of all of our employees, and safeguarding the environment.
Obviously, the Midwest values come through and through in our industry. We hear it a lot when we bring customers that are outside of the Midwest. Of course, many of our customers are outside of the Midwest because we are building for the Gulf, for the East Coast. Certainly, quality and just the culture of the people is something that we're always known for.
No matter the activity, the health and safety of the workers is Fincantieri's highest priority. Over the last 5 years, Fincantieri has won 17 awards for corporate safety, including 5 consecutive Shipbuilders Council of America Excellence in Safety Awards. Fincantieri was also awarded 5 times by the National Safety Council for improvements and excellence in safety, and in 2016 received the Wisconsin Corporate Safety Award.
The shipbuilding industry is very different from a lot of manufacturing. And so we have to train them and teach them how to do our processes, follow the procedures. So we have very formal training programs in place and really working with them very closely with the supervisors, with their team leaders to make sure that they're developing the way that they need to, working safely.
We've won several times the Shipbuilders Council of America Excellence in Safety. That's a super accomplishment personally, but also for my production staff.
We do believe that performing at the highest level of safety is not only something that we owe to our employees, but it's also something that will help us to be more competitive.
We can give direction to someone, but they have to believe in it. They have to understand it. They have to buy into it. So it is, like you mentioned, it is a bottom-up approach. So we need commitment from all levels of the organization to be able to maintain our safety performance and improve it, and also improve our environmental performance as well.
There's no safety program that is going to be successful without the cornerstone of its employees. You need to have people understand that they have, on a day-to-day basis, they have the right and the ability to be safe. We need them involved. We need them to be able to buy into the programs. We need them to help us create a safer atmosphere, because after all, day-to-day, many of these operations are being performed by these folks, and they know how to do it safest. They know how to train the people alongside of them how to do it safest, and that's what we try to promote.
It's really a peer-driven safety program. It's really, one worker, looking out for another worker. So when we do safety audits, that kind of thing, it's what we're trying to do is get them to look out for each other, and that's really what we get here at Fincantieri.
And I tell them that we spend probably more time with each other than we do at home with our loved ones, or just probably an equal amount. So we do need to be each other's brother's keeper. This is a high hazard activity that we do because it is strictly all skilled trades that work in the yard. And we do need to be watchful about our environment and make sure that we look at all hazards before we actually do that work, and do that mini job observation before actually getting into that work activity, because we want every person to go home the way they came in, safe, happy, and healthy.
One of the big pieces of those shared values is trust and working together. So the teamwork piece. So we have the trust, we have the teamwork, and all those things start to come together for us to work strongly together and start to move the organization forward.
This focus on health and safety has never diminished, despite the ever-changing demands of the shipbuilding industry. For Fincantieri, innovation can never come at the expense of safety, and this attitude has produced several programs designed to further the safety of their employees. Active Safety is a new training system designed to promote a culture of safety as an absolute priority by increasing awareness of various job-related hazards. To accomplish this, workshops are regularly held to analyze and assess potential health risks and prevent workplace injuries. Another safety program, known as the Towards Zero Accidents Project, has reduced the number of accidents by 50% over a 4-year period. This dedication to safety has become a core component of Fincantieri's success as it attracts top talent while reducing costs.
Undoubtedly, we've had generations of people that have worked in the shipyard. We've had fathers and sons and grandsons work alongside of each other in a number of occasions. So we've got fourth-generation shipbuilders working.
Marinette is a population of 10,000. So 2,500 people walking through the gates. That means that everyone either works at the shipyard, has a family member that works there, or has a good friend. So everything that goes on at the shipyard, the entire community knows about it.
You know, shipbuilding is a special family, and people with those skills, people who come up and grew up in this industry, they have a lot of things in common. And so bringing people in who have that thing in common is so important, especially to their long-term success.
You know, my family has been in the business for more than 40 years. I've seen probably 50 plus ship launches since I was, a little boy.
The relationship between Fincantieri Base Ship and the community is vital. Not just for the wellness and the health of our employees and the residents of the community, but also for our natural resources. Because of that, the Sturgeon Bay Canal connecting Lake Michigan to Green Bay, if anything happened to that waterway, it would affect not just the community, but it would affect the state of Wisconsin, it'd affect the state of Michigan, it'd affect everybody. So having the community's involvement in helping us to protect our waterways is extremely vital.
Fincantieri has delivered over 50 naval ships since 2002, making them one of the largest suppliers of naval ships in the world. Along the way, they have had the honor of supplying the U.S. Navy with aircraft carriers, destroyers, frigates, patrol vessels, submarines, and more.
Marinette Marine has a huge impact not only on the community of Marinette, but Wisconsin and globally as well, because there are many parts and materials that come from around the world that supply this vessel to our Navy's fleet. So it's very important to us to have close ties with the community and our suppliers and contractors so that we can deliver a quality product to the U.S. Navy.
Marinette Marine was started 75 years ago by a group of patriots. We started building wooden barges for the Navy, and we've continued that tradition over the past 75 years. We have a really strong portfolio in Navy, Coast Guard, other government vessels, and we take a lot of pride in the products that we're building every day.
The other main shipyard which we own in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, actually has an even longer history, is almost a century. It's been mostly a commercial shipyard, but it's also served the government as well.
I feel very honored to be with this group because we are making a product that will serve and protect, our men and women who serve the U.S. Navy, that will go out in harm's way, and we have a product that protects them. So we feel very passionate about what we do.
And we see shipbuilding as not just a job, but really as a responsibility. We're sending our products in harm's way, and we want our sailors to return back home to their families. And that's what these ships are built to do.
The facility has been in operation for 75 years. We're celebrating our 75th anniversary this year. Obviously, very, very good long operations with multiple customers. whether that be the Coast Guard or the United States Navy or other entities. We've had a very long tradition of shipbuilding here in the community, and that's something that we hope to continue to be able to build on going forward into the future.
As they look to the future, Fincantieri Marine Group's commitment to innovation, excellence, and the care of its workers will ensure their continuing presence as the world's preeminent shipbuilder.